Ganun pala no, mag-asawa. Hindi pala sa lahat ng bagay nag-a-agree kayo, and that's okay. Nag-aaway pa rin kami, pero hindi naman yung away na nagsisigawan or yung nagsasabunutan, no? Yung meron kayong mga discussions na hindi kayo nag-a-agree. And recently, we spoke to a coach, a couple who is older than us. And they told us, alam nyo, 70% lang ng mga bagay na mag-a-agree kayo. Pero yung 30% hindi kayo mag-a-agree dyan, kailangan nyo ng compromise. Ganun pala no, mag-asawa. Hindi pala sa lahat ng bagay nag-a-agree kayo, and that's okay. As long as you understand each other's position. Pati nga sa binoto sa election hindi kami same ng wife ko. And that's okay. She is her own person and I am my own person. Hey, this is Jason Law and welcome to the Unique Life Podcast, where we will discover your best unique you. So in the past few years, we have been consistent in our episodes, but the past 2 years, life happened. Our baby boy was born. My wife had a delicate pregnancy. And it's just 2026 that we will be here again to deliver consistent episodes for you. And as you can see, we have a new setup. And we will talk anything about you, why you do what you do, how you do what you do, and to understand people better. And we believe that if you tune in to the Unique Life Podcast, you will never look at yourself and others the same way again. And talking about 2026, it's February already, 1 month late, but better late than never. So we will start off with a bang. We will talk about relationships. So this is for those who are already married or you have your may boyfriend, girlfriend kayo, or maybe you want to find the one. So this is the episode you are waiting for. Now, have you ever noticed the people you're most attracted to are very different from you? They talk differently, they decide differently, they react differently. And at first, you find it attractive. Later on, you find it frustrating. In dating, we call this chemistry. In marriage, we call this incompatibility. You know that old Tito joke? Bago daw kayo ikasal, di ba? Engagement ring, tapos pag kinasal na, wedding ring, and pagkasal na, suffering na. Kaya maraming mga nagsasuffer dahil wala silang training pagdating sa marriage. Di ba? Ang mga mag-asawa, hindi naman yan madalas nag-attend ng mga marriage seminars. And then when they get married na, pag nagka-baby, wala rin naman mga how to be a parent seminar. Life happens and bigla na lang, magugulat kayo, no? Na nagbago na lahat. Dahil ngayon, nag-enjoy ka on your own. Tapos ngayon, may kasama ka na. Then, pag nagkaanak na kayo, there is a stranger in your room na, bago mag-sink in, I will be spending my entire life with this person. And remember, that was our experience when we had our first baby, si Gabby. She is now 17 years old. Pero ako as a dad, nag-sink in sa akin siguro yung mga bandang 1-year-old na siya na, wow, tao na to. Diba? Kasi pag baby, naalagaan mo pa. Pero when you see that person and you really see that person there in the long term na, I will be spending my life with this person, it changes everything. And yun ang isang bagay na nakakasira ng mga marriages. Yung hindi sila handa. Pagdating dyan, hindi nila alam kung ano i-expect. You know, I have some points right now. No? My wife and I, we wrote a book entitled Uniquely in Love. How to love your partner the way they want to be loved. It doesn't mean that we have a perfect marriage. Nag-aaway pa rin kami, pero hindi naman yung away na nagsisigawan or yung nagsasabunutan, no? Yung meron kayong mga discussions na hindi kayo nag-agree. And recently, we spoke to a coach, a couple who is older than us. And they told us, alam nyo, 70% lang ng mga bagay na mag-agree kayo. Pero yung 30% hindi kayo mag-agree dyan, kailangan nyo ng compromise. Ganun pala no, mag-asawa. Hindi pala sa lahat ng bagay nag-agree kayo, and that's okay. As long as you understand each other's position. Pati nga sa binoto sa election hindi kami same ng wife ko. And that's okay. She is her own person and I am my own person. So going back dun sa Uniquely in Love now, there are 4 different kinds of people. And you might have heard me talk about this in past episodes. But now let's focus more on relationships with a partner. So yung D stands for dominant, yan yung eagle. The I stands for influential, yan naman yung rooster. The steady is for the carabao, and the corrective is for the tarsier. So I hope you can see this images here, yung mga caricatures, yan yung mga characters natin that I'm discussing now. And at first, when you see the person, the one, you fall in love with that person because yung person na yan has qualities that you don't have. Qualities that you admire. Paano nila nagagawa yan? Why is the dominant so confident? Tapos ako ay medyo timid, steady. Pero si dominant naman, pag nakita ka naman, wow, the steady is so poised. Ako, yung poise ko nawawala dahil pag uminit na yung ulo ko, I can't control myself anymore. And they fall in love looking at those qualities. However, when they're together already, those are the very same qualities that they want that person to change. Come to think of it, the person who annoys you the most may be the person you need the most. Let me repeat that. The person who annoys you the most may be the person you need the most. Kasi yung mga na-annoy ka na qualities, yan yung mga qualities na wala ka. If you just put on a different lens, I call it the disc lens. Lenses. Para pag nakita mo na, iba pala siya sa akin. And yung strengths niya magko-complement sa akin and vice versa. So that we can also overcome our weaknesses. So yung mga times na yun, natatandaan ko bago kami kasal, 1 week before the wedding, away kami ng fiancé ko, si Kat. Tapos parang nag-iisip kami, tutuloy pa ba natin to? 1 week na lang, nag-aaway na tayo, di pa tayo kinakasal. Paano pa pag kinasal na tayo? Siyempre ako naman, si Mr. Resourceful. Para nakapag-down payment na ako sa lahat. Nakapag-down payment na ako sa venue, sa caterer. Tuloy na natin to. And akala mo, kilala mo na yung tao. Mga 3 years na kaming magkaibigan and we're just friends. Pero pag nagsama kayo, ang dami mo pa palang hindi alam doon sa tao. And marami rin siyang hindi alam sa akin. Ang maganda lang dahil may framework kami na intindihan namin na, okay, ginato ka pala, ginato ako. So a dominant will like that voice of a steady, and a steady would love the confidence of a dominant. Or the influential, yung happy-go-lucky, would love a corrective in terms of their structure. Yung parang naglalagay sila ng order sa buhay nila. Tapos, ang mga corrective naman, nakita yung influential, they add more color and adventure to their medyo serious and boring life. Na pag ginawa nila yung nagsama sila, wow, it's such a fantastic combination or blend. But then again, if they're together already, they're married, that chemistry will become incompatibility. And you want that person to change that very attribute that attracted you to that person. Kaya nga merong opposites attract. Hindi naman laging ganon. Pero madalas, kung sino yung partner mo, yung spouse mo, yung tao na yan, may be completely different from you. So, yes, it's important for us to have a framework na, ganyan pala siya, corrective siya, influential pala siya, ganun pala yung niya, yung kanyang temperament, yung kanyang behavior. So, let's play a new game. Who's who? Sino ba yung mga dinidescribe namin among the 4 behavioral styles? Sinong personality yan? So, Kai, take it away.
This unique love style, I calmado during a conflict in a relationship.
That is the steady carabao. Pag merong conflict, sila yung kalmado, they're very patient, and sila din yung pinaka-loyal pagdating sa relationship. Yun lang ang challenge. Minsan nagiging parang martyr na, and one day sasabog na lang sila ng parang vulkan dahil hindi nila na-express yung kanilang feelings. That's a steady carabao.
This unique love style ay mas gusto na may plano at may rutuwa.
Yan ang corrective tarsier. You won't go crazy when you're with these people kasi may schedule, tapos yan yung mga nagpaplano, and kung may date kayo, planado yan. Pag mag-a-outing kayo, planado rin yan. Naka-autopilot na lang kayo. Pero pagdating naman sa kanila, syempre, ang buhay, ang schedule, nababago. So you have to also learn how to adjust. Medyo maging flexible din tayo ng konti.
This unique love style ay komportabling mag-lead at mag-desisyon.
Yan na ang mga dominant egos. Mag-decide yan, mas mabilis pa sa alas 12. Yun lang, minsan hindi na pag-aaralan yung mga decisions. Kaya biglang propose na lang yan, na nakakalimutan na nilang lahat. Tapos biglang, ay, okay, meron pa pala tayong kailangan ngayon. Or, pwede nilang sabihin dun sa kanilang fiancé, o sige, ako na magbibigay sa'yo ng funds. Ikaw na bahala lahat magplano. Kasi iniisip lang nila yung outcome. So, maganda, enjoy nyo rin yung proseso. Dahil marami akong nakilalang dominant na ganun yung ginawa sa wedding nila.
This unique love style ay laging maraming kwento at gusto ang hard launch sa relationship.
Yung kwento pa lang, influential rooster na yan, huwag niyong ito hindi ko ma-pronounce, ipag-ngalangdakan o sigawan na kayo na o hindi pa. Dahil minsan, exaggerated yan mga yan at feelingera. Antayin nyo. Pero pag yan naman, naging ka-relationship nyo na, ang mga influentials, they're very romantic, tapos sila din yung mga medyo adventurous. And there's never a dull moment when you're with these people. Pero tandaan natin, in marriage, there are other components that we need to understand to make the relationship work. Importante yung love and respect. Yan yung una. There is a group who conducted this study, and between a husband and wife, just conversing in a room, na-predict nila, nasa 90 to 95% accuracy. 10 minutes nag-uusap yung mag-asawa, na-predict nila kung sino yung mag-stay together and sino yung maghihiwalay. Kita nila yung body language, medyo disrespectful, nakita nila na yung the way they talk, they would dismiss the other person. Those are signs na hindi magtatagal yung relationship. And ganun pala, kung may way para malaman kung hindi magtatagal yung relationship, may way din naman para malaman kung magtatagal siya. By accepting and understanding na yung dynamics natin as a couple, we are different. Magkaiba ka, iba ako, nagsama tayo, yun yung becoming one. It's a holy union na we complement each other kahit na magkaiba tayo sa isa't isa. So there should be love and respect, but the love aspect, it should not be conditional. Yung buhay natin, we live in a contractual world. Understandably so. Gagawin ko to sa'yo, para sa'yo. Right? Ito yung kapalit. So for example, someone will hire me as a speaker. I have an obligation to fulfill all of the things na nakasaad dun sa contract namin na gagawin ko. Kung 1 hour ba yan na speaking engagement, half day or 1 day, I need to do it. And the company need to also comply with my fees. Kung ano yung napag-agrihan namin. Or let's say, magre-rent